What's up? What's up? What's up, fellow YouTubers? Just doing a little update and watching the tank come to life. The lights are coming on. The blues are fading into regular light. Well, my tank is still trying to recover from the last disaster I had. My GSP did melt away, and looks like it's never to return. But other than that, everything else seems to be doing fine. My zoanthids are spreading all over that rock, and got a new coral. I forget what you call it, but it's kind of like the meteor shower coral, but it doesn't look like it, but it's actually orange. It looks pink on the camera. So I'm gonna get a rock out of my sump and put him on that so he can spread out and crust on that. My other corals are doing well. For the most part, that candy cane has always been a problem. But since that last disaster, my torch, frog spawn, and hammer have not been very happy. My frog spawn also got knocked off the rock, so I had to put him in the sand right there for a little bit. But one good thing is happening. My Passalipora is growing. It's getting fingers and stuff on it. Looks pretty cool. That's one of my urchins. He likes to dress up, so he's got shells and rock on him. It's like, you can't see me. Singularia leather, some GSP. Got a couple of money caps. I got this green one and this orange one, which is coming back like gangbusters after its disaster. Somebody ate it. I think it was my black spine urchin. But that's been recuperating for a few months. See, there's my urchin over there. He's a big sucker now. Eats a lot of coralline algae, which is pretty cool. Got some new additions. I got that little guy. He's a red and yellow scooter blenny. They're dragonettes. He's pretty cool. Right now he's on the hunt for some copepods. My 6-line wrasse doesn't like him, so he pecks at him every time he comes into the rocks over here, so that's why he's kind of like hiding over in the corner. I have 2 other scooter blennies that he don't mess with because they're a little bigger. There's one there. If my beautiful sailfin gets out the way, you can see him. And the other one is somewhere around in here. But let's see. Still got Frenchie back here. My cleaner shrimp, if you can see him. Frenchie. I have a firecracker shrimp, or whatever you call him, a red one. He's hiding in the rocks somewhere. Hopefully, because I haven't seen him this morning, so I don't know where he is. Oh, there he is. He's down under there. Probably can't see him really, but he's up under there. There's my other scooter blenny on the rocks, hunting. So I got 3 of those guys. Filled the tank with 2 bottles of what they call Tigger pods. Tigger pods. Yeah. These guys. So I put most of them in the sump down in the Chato. And then at night I put maybe a third, maybe a quarter of the bottle into the actual main display. Yeah. So I did a little work on my tank while Rico's Reef was doing their marathon, their live stream marathon. I was working on my sump, trying to do a little wire management. I got some of these power strips with the switches on them. I put one up there and put one over here, as you can see. I don't know why I didn't get these before. I mean, awesome. Still got to label my wires, but at least I can turn things off individually if I need to. Also, thanks to Rico's live stream, made me think about a better way of doing my auto top off. So I ran out to Petco and got a 10-gallon tank from the $1 per gallon sale. And man, am I loving having 10 gallons versus a 5-gallon bucket. Instead of me having to fill this thing, fill a bucket 2, sometimes 3 times a week, depending on what's going on with my tank. Looks like I will only have to fill this once a week. So less bucket hauling for me. Loving that a lot. Also, I got a new skimmer because my other one, the pump crapped out on me. I got a Bubble Magus Curve 7, and boy is this sucker awesome. And it's quiet too, very quiet. So it's pulling out a lot of gunk. I disconnected my old heaters. I had 2 of them in there, some mismatch heaters, and I purchased this Phoenix 300 watt titanium heater with digital display. So I'm thinking about getting a second one for redundancy for that. Have a backup just in case something happens to that. And another thing I learned from that Rico Marathon live stream is that I was running my carbon and GFO way too much. I think that may be part of the reason why my corals are acting the way that they are. And also one of my heaters, I think, was cracked, so it was getting current in the water. So I also bought a grounding probe and put that in the water as well, had that plugged up. But yeah, so I took my GFO and carbon offline. It gave me an opportunity while I was doing all this wire management and stuff to, clean my pumps and soak them in vinegar and all that, stuff like that. So I cleaned my J-bows. I cleaned my reactor pumps. Some tank maintenance for sure. But yeah, I was running my GFO and carbon way too much. I was running them all day, every day. And from what I was hearing is that it strips your water of essential things. And causes your corals to bleach out or even close up, like my hammer, torch, and frog spout. Even my Duncan was closed up, but he seems to be doing better now that I took those things offline. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna have it offline for a week or so and see. and just kind of let my tank be natural and just skim stuff out of there. See what happens. But although the sump may look like a mess to some people, trust me, it was a whole lot worse. So I'm kind of digging what I've done so far, and I'll keep working on it. So all you can do is keep finding ways to improve things and make it better. And if you make things better and easier, you're more likely to do stuff. So I'm going to make sure that I keep improving my tank. So I'm loving my aquascape. It is pretty cool. I haven't necessarily seen anyone scape like mine, but I have been trying to, implement, different things from other people's tanks into my tank to make things look better and look better as well. So I'm thinking about adding about 50 to 75 pounds, more pounds of rock. I was thinking about Pucani, but I don't feel like going through all of that, trying to get that stuff clean. I like the reef saver. I know it's heavy, but I like the reef saver. It's cheaper. All I gotta do is rinse that stuff off, put it in the tank, and let the other live rock take care of it. Because you can't even tell that last 50 pounds that I put in here looks just like the rest of the rock that was in here already. So that was just a few months. So I'm loving it. It's got plenty of caves in this scape, and I'm gonna put some more rock in here because I want more filtration as I add to the bioload, and I want more places to put more corals because I know over time I'm going to be adding way more coral. But of course, this is a long process. Probably it's 6 months now. The tank is 6 months. Probably take a good year to 2 years for it to look full and things like that. So I'm going to take my time and just keep working on the tank. I have not finished my screen top yet, so I haven't bought any fish that are known for jumping out to try to keep from worrying about that for now. I still have the kit and everything. I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. And I haven't finished my canopy yet either. Yeah, so still some things I want to do to that. But yeah, I'm loving the hobby. I'm enjoying, learning from the reefing community. Rico gives out a lot of, tidbits and stuff. He don't try to overwhelm us newbies. He knows so much, Not that I'm sucking up to him or nothing, but he is a knowledgeable guy. I like checking out CJ's tanks and all those other cats. I was just watching some DC Reefer and Inappropriate Reefer as well. So one of these days I'm going to have a tank looking like one of theirs when I grow up. But like I said, not in any particular rush. I'll just keep putting updates as things mature and progress. And if anybody's got any comments or suggestions, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll check you guys out later. Have a good one.